Watch me arrange this site layout plan. This is from previous work and this is the current work I am working on. I actually started this project from a previous work so that all my settings will be intact, and now I am done with the floor plan. I want to work on the site layout now. So I go to the site layout and all these are from the previous design. So I'm going to arrange it now. It's a question of selecting this and edit or hit edit. Then I'm going to delete this one and pick line. I'm going to change all the lines to wide lines. Then I'm going to trim so as to clean all the places that need to be cleaned. I need to split, let delete segment be selected. Okay, I think I'm okay with splitting now. I still need one more splitting. This is right, so I can trim now. Trim to corner. In case you have not yet subscribed to this channel, while you are watching this video, ensure you give this video a thumbs up and ring the notification bell so that anytime I upload videos on how to use Revit, you will be notified and you watch it and upgrade your skill in the use of Revit architecture. That is what this channel is all about. I showed you guys how to use Revit to model buildings. Finish it and see. Then I can drag this one here. Okay, now I can simply grab this and put this one here. Now you are learning how you can manipulate a lot of tools in Revit. Okay, that is it. I am done with that. So the remaining things, I am going to delete all these ones. I'm going to use DE as my shortcut to delete all these ones. I'll delete all these ones that are not needed. I'm simply using DE as my shortcut. I also call it hotkey. I don't want to delete anything from my plan, so I have to be careful with my selection. Okay, so I'm going to delete this right, so the next thing is I need to create the current layout, the boundary. This one is it's a floor. Let me delete that because I don't need it, and I'm going to modify this by simply double clicking on it. Existing development, the building is already existing, is an as built design. I'm going to draw the current boundary as measured from the site. From this edge to somewhere here, we have 8,500. And from this edge, we have 4,760. Then from this edge, we have 19,050. Then from this edge, we have 1,555, 1,550. Then this side we have 900 mm, and on this side we have 1,850. We need again, we also have from this edge to the wall we have 22 meters. So I'm going to type 22,000. Then from this edge we have 2,500. All right, now that we have all the edge mapped out, it's a question of connecting them with lines. So I'll simply connect them with lines, connect all the edges with lines, and you will be fine. Okay, now let's use our trim to corner to blend the edges together. All right, now we are going to follow those lines with our walls, our fence walls. I believe this is a fence wall, so I can even use this existing wall. And by the way, I have a bevel somewhere at this edge. I have something like this on the sides. I am going to ascertain the measurement later, but for now let's do. Okay, so now I can remove all these ones because they are no longer necessary. Let me remove all these ones. Okay, so I'm going to use a line now to align all this wall to these boundary lines. All right, so I'm going to use CS is my create similar shortcut for create similar. Then I'm going to pick this line. I will use finish interior. Then I can delete this. Let me delete all these ones because they are no longer needed. This one is not needed, so I'm going to delete it. I'm going to copy all this one to the edges. That is why I didn't delete them. And in my copy, I'm going to select multiple so that it will save my time. These are where we have the beacons. I will still use trim to edge to blend all this together. I'm going to create another wall. I'll use pick line to pick this. I don't want to use center. Let me use finish fix exterior. Now I can use trim now. All right, I can remove all this now. These are my vegetation, so I can rearrange them somewhere here. Just to make the site look professional. Okay, there's the garden here. I can remove this one now. Let me delete these. I think I will delete this one also. All right. There is a road here. So I'm going to produce that road. To do that, I use line, preferably furniture line, and I use pick. I use offset. Before that, I need to mark where the gate is to this site. The gate is somewhere here, and from the measurement from the site, we had 15.35. So it's a question of getting a line. I'm going to type 15 350. and press enter. So this is where our gate will be. And the width of the gate is 4.05. So I'm going to offset this one by 4,050. I can now use split. The shortcut for split is SL. So I can even delete these lines now because let me use extend. Now I can create my road. Now to create my road, I simply select one of these, which is a line, and select create similar. I will use peak. The offset will be something like 1,200. Then I pick this line, and the width of the road I can make it something like 3,000. And pick that. I pick line, just a line here, just to use for extension, and have this one somewhere here. So I can have another line somewhere. Okay, look as if something is blocking it from me seeing it. I believe it's a crop. Let me see if there is a crop. Yeah, there was a crop. Okay, this one is used to show where there is crop. And if I don't want to crop it, I simply click on this particular one. Now it's no longer cropped. Okay, so I can drag this one to somewhere here and use extend, then use extend to this place. Let me make the road better now. To do it, I'm going to use split. The shortcut is SL. Now I am going to use something that most of you may not use. If I select this, create similar, which is CS, I'm going to use this one to create my arc. Before then, let me use split to cut this one off. I can now use delete this one. Now it becomes very easy for me to use my fillet now. This is fillet arc. With this, you can even specify the radius. Let's say I want the radius to be 1,200. And the next one now will pick the previous radius I've used. If I want to use a specific radius, you can check this, but I don't have so many things to do, so I leave it open. Now you have your road there, so I can delete this one now, delete this. Then I can have my zigzag line to show that there is the road is continuous. So I use so I've done that. I can simply copy this to the other end of the road. That is it. So we have our road here, and we need to indicate that there is a column here, gate column. So I can use field region to do that. It's a question of drawing a line, or I can use a rectangle. Let me use a rectangle to make things faster. If you want to specify the measurement, you can specify the measurement, but the measurement is not important in this case because I'm not going to detail it. If it's something that you are going to detail, then the measurement may be important, but since I'm not going to produce the detail, I just want to make a quick sketch, so I don't need all that detail now. So I'm going to move it here, and I can finish it, then copy that one and drop it here, and that is it. So we have our gate columns. Now to finish up the gates, I can simply create this symbol. Here you go. So we have our gate there. Now the orientation of the site. This is used to show the orientation of the site. Let me rotate this. I can use place, and the north is actually somewhere here. I will do it better some other time, but I believe the north is somewhere here. All right, so that is that. The site is almost done. Quickly, let's impute our measurements. Let's do our measurement to show that. Let's place our dimension. To do that, I can delete all this line because they are no longer needed. I just select them. I am not going to delete this one, so deselect it. To deselect, simply press your shift and select it. It will be deselected. Okay, so I uncheck wall and uncheck detail item. What I want to delete is lines, so I can hit my DE and they should be deleted now. Yeah, they are deleted. All right, so I want to place dimension on these sites, and as you can see, the shape is irregular. So the easiest way I do this kind of irregular shaped site is I use line to do that. So I simply press DL and select the type of line I want to use. Thin line will be okay. So I pick line. I'm going to have an offset of 1 meter and pick the boundaries. Simply pick the boundaries. All right, we are done picking. Let's connect the lines together. Okay, now that they are, I will use split to delete all these. I don't want them to be connected, because if they are connected, they won't give me what I want. So I need to disconnect them. All right. So I'm going to remove those small segments at the edge, those small cuts at the edge. Simply remove them to disconnect those lines, because as long as those lines are connected, you are not going to get what you want. Okay, now that the lines are disconnected, we are going to use extend. Let's save our project. Use extend to make sure that those lines stop at the middle of the adjacent wall, because we are actually going to use those lines for our dimensioning. So let's do this. Okay. Okay, let's complete the dimensioning. To dimension it now, I simply first I select this dimension, then I pick the type of dimension I want to produce, which is site, and I simply do some dimension there, just to, from now, if I pick this one now and I hit this box, you see it will produce the same dimension. That was the purpose. Okay, then let's do this side. Simply select this and click on this icon, and that one is done. That one is done. So I'm going to move this dimension on top of the line, so that if somebody is looking at it, he won't know that there is a line there. Everything will show as if it's a dimension line. Okay, so I can also do this one like that and move the dimension on top of the line, so that it won't be obvious that you use line, and move this one on top of the line. Then these small parts and move this one there. Make sure it's sitting on the line, and you can even drag this one out, and that is it. Our dimension, our external dimension are done. If I like, I can continue this by clicking on edit witness line, bring this one here and click outside. Then I can move this one here. Now, to show the dimension from the wall to the building, since these lines are not aligned with the wall, to get the dimension might be hard. So what I do is I simply draw short lines. I will simply produce short lines somewhere here, so it will serve as my reference. I have short lines. If I had known, I would have even deleted the other one. Okay, but in any case, let's draw another one here. So I have those lines because they are the ones that I will use to pick when I start picking the lines, just for me to use in placing my dimension. Because to pick the body of a wall when it is not parallel to the object will be difficult. So that is why we need those short lines. Okay, now that we have done those lines, so it's time for us to produce our dimension now. So I'm going to select this, create similar, and I can start from the building first, the overall. So I simply go to that line, I go to this line and place it. Then for this, I do this and do this. Then this line will guide me. Then for this side, I simply place this one there. I can continue this one by selecting it, hit on edit witness line and drop it. These ones are clumsy, so I need to drag that one out. I need a line, a dimension line here. So I pick this and here we go. Then I need a line here to pick this. I can drag this one out a little bit so that it will not coincide with the text on the site. Okay, and now for this, I will simply come here, and drop the dimension. Then for this, I will drop it here. Now you can see how those short lines are guiding me. Without them, it will be difficult for me to produce this dimension. I hope you have learned a lot from this video today. If you have learned a lot, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Share this video with your friends and your loved ones. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next video. Bye.